The No Normies Podcast.
Hey, Brad.
Jim.
Long time. Again.
Long time. I mean, all of the one subscribers have missed us.
Yeah, seriously.
Shout out to her.
Hey, Alexandra. How you doing?
Let's leave it that. Don't say the full info.
Her address is, and she works at.
Stop it.
Yeah, so, apologies to everyone who actually follows the podcast. We didn't really take a break, just a lot of...
Life happens, man.
More life. I know it's becoming our, go-to excuse, which is sad, because every other podcasters are like, well... we had to take a little break because we were doing so much stuff. And it's like we're doing more life stuff than podcast-related stuff.
Yeah, at the time, I think they can afford to do it because that's their job is the podcast.
Yeah.
Whereas we live check to check, so fuck you. We have to take time
we don't
off.
have any fancy sponsors or
This isn't all right. Yeah.
I'm actually gonna beep that out so people don't know what we're talking about.
What?
The podcast when the one you just mentioned.
Okay. So in the time that we've left, Jim, I've had a little bit of weird, almost sadness in my house. As you know, I have a very old dachshund, 15 years old, blind and deaf, shaking all the time, a mouth that smells like if a garbage heap fucked a hobo and then crapped out a sewage treatment plant.
I got the visual.
Do I need to be more specific?
No, that's
okay. Last week, all last week, she's been vomiting and she can't keep any food down. So we waited till the weekend and we just waited it out. We're trying to see how it is, and we finally took her to the vet. And the vet's like, "Okay, we'll do some blood tests." We bring her home. 30 minutes later, the vet calls. She's like, "Okay, she's in liver failure.
I'm sorry, dude.
Her liver enzymes are off the chart. We had to dilute it down just so we can read them."
What?
And we're like, "Whoa."
Well, I'm guessing. I mean, you're probably gonna have to put that dog to sleep, right? I mean, that's the only.
Probably.
You're not gonna keep it around.
But here's the thing. So we bring her home that day,
yeah.
and we're just like, okay, last couple of hours, we call my sister because it's her dog, and she comes over.
Is your sister?
Yeah, she's the last dog that knew my father before he died in 2006. So
I see. Okay.
She's super old. But yeah, so we call her over, and so we all have dinner together. We even open a bottle of champagne and toast to her.
Yeah.
And, share memories. We don't let her lick us though, because her mouth stinks.
Don't touch me. We love you, but
so yeah, we got some anti-nausea medicine and gave it to her. Just make the dog feel better.
Yeah.
So we spent the weekend with her, Saturday and Sunday. And then on Monday, we're like, okay, we'll probably have to bring her in because she'll be feeling so bad. Right. Monday, she perks up and just starts eating food again. I'm like,
what?
Okay. And then as the days have gone by, today's Thursday.
Yeah.
As the days have gone by, she's just gotten stronger and stronger. And to a point where we're like, this fucker isn't dying. And it doesn't make sense because her, like they said, her liver's failing. She's going into liver failure, but she's just bounced back again. It's
right,
so weird.
Right.
This dog will be the neuromancer walking the wastelands.
Yep.
And will bury us all. And I don't fucking understand it because she's deathly allergic to bees. During the 4th of July, she got stung and almost died. So we rushed her in. They saved her.
Hey, we have something in common. That's cool.
You're allergic to bees?
No, I just thought it'd be funny to say.
Okay.
Sorry. Kind of a serious moment. I'm just crapping on it. Sorry.
No, it's serious, but it's not serious anymore because the fucking thing won't die. And in a way, we were kind of hoping she would.
Yeah, and keep in mind, people, Brad is a dog lover. He's
I have my dog underneath me right now.
Yeah. Funny enough, we have Brad's dog, Ripley, who, adorable dog. I met that dog a long time ago.
A little fat now, but
little round. You could roll it around a little bit.
But so am I, so it works. Yeah, so I'm a dog lover. Yeah, and in no way, shape, or form are we just going to be like, all right, we're about to go on a trip. Let's kill this dog so we can have nothing to worry about.
He's not being nonchalant about it. I mean, this is it's
just
the
weird.
Dog's super old, so that's why in some way it would be nice the dog passes on now because
it looks like if you think a stern thought towards her, it would kill her. She looks that frail.
Because I remember, I have a funny story. I remember when I crashed at your place. I stayed on the couch and I think this is the first time I stayed over at your house. It was
oh yeah
you had to work in the morning. I remember,
mm-hmm.
and I remember your dog jumped on the couch or tried to jump on the couch. Like I hear like trying to get up, like. And I woke up and like, what the fuck is that? Yeah. And I somehow got up, and I just remember waking up with just the smell of something creeping on my face. Like it felt like an Alien when like the mouth opens and the little tiny one pops out, tiny mouth like that. I felt like that was happening to me. Uh-huh. So that was my first experience, like face to face with your dog, because your dog would run away from me every time I like try to pet it.
Oh, and you can smell that from a good like arm's length away, and so having it in your face is just that'll stop your heart.
So yes, this dog is ancient. This dog is really old, and it would be a good thing that it would pass away eventually. I mean, I understand how it's just like
probably sooner than later. Yeah, and we've been talking and joking about it.
I mean, you know. I love dogs too. So, I don't want the interwebs to think we're against animals.
All right, I'm taking a cold hard stand. I want dogs dead. This fucker below me, I'm just gonna stomp its head in. No, of course not. I love dogs.
Ripley.
Cats I hate, but dogs, I mean, dogs are cool. Dogs are cool, guys. I'm taking a stand here.
Dogs are rad. This has been a message from Dogs Are Rad.
Dogs Are Rad. We'll be right back. So yeah, that's what we're dealing with. Is just this dog.
Sorry to hear that. I didn't know that was going on.
No, again, like there's nothing wrong. Like the dog is she's come back. She was frail and thrown up like a week ago, and now she's back to her old basically self. Old dog river. yeah. It's weird. So now we're trying to plan our vacation this summer to the lake, and we're just like, are we gonna have to take this dog too? Like, will she survive 2 months from now? We don't know. What can kill this dog?
And you know, it's probably going to be like a random moment where it's like, everything's going to be chill, and all of a sudden it just happens.
Yeah, she just like falls over stiff, like in a cartoon. Yeah,
could happen. Man.
Yeah. What's happening with you, man?
Well, I have to start a new job. It's one of those things where
Handy's behind the Piedmont Grocery just doesn't pay his money.
Hand stuff. Like
that was your selling for
hand stuff.
Step right up, the softest hands this side of Berkeley.
Only hand stuff. Raw. People who may know me or people who listen to the podcast, I do a lot of freelance. I used to do a lot of freelance work as like a commercial director, video editor, storyboard artist, and it's just doing freelance, especially in the Bay Area, is fucking tough. Doing freelance anywhere, I take that back, is fucking tough.
I'd say being an artist, and trying to make
money. Being
an
artist, period, and it's like...
Yeah. You got to have something to fall back on.
You need something. Like that's
I always give you a lot of props because you've done it ever since graduating college. Is that you haven't really except for that CVS job that we talked about in Shitty Jobs.
Yeah.
But you've
he just wanted the bread. He just wanted raisin bread. Oh God. Yeah, no, you just got to work your fucking ass off and hope that something sticks. But even doing freelance, it's like doing the jobs are cool. You get to meet a lot of cool people and you got to say like, I got to do this. That's really cool. But you can't go home and be like, well, time to buy food. You know what I mean? Like,
wait, not tonight.
Yes, not tonight. Guess I'm not eating tonight. But so I started doing what everyone else does is went on like LinkedIn, Craigslist, Monster, every job site you can think of, even like the foreign ones that aren't in English.
You can't read.
They can't read.
Russian.
It's all Russian.
Just how our president got his job.
Oh. Yeah, it's like, do you want to be video masher?
/ assassin?
Assassin. The dog keeps. This is the great part. You can't see this right now, but Ripley just keeps jumping up on my bed. Ripley sheds a little bit.
She sheds enough
little
for a sport coat.
Little sheddy dog.
Okay, so now she's in my lap.
Yeah,
we got a third wheel here. Okay.
But yeah, no, I finally found something finally stuck. It was a very interesting job. You're so cute. Just sniff the microphone.
Focus.
Sorry. Ooh, furry dog. Yeah, finally found a job that actually pays really well. It's stable. It's in video production. It's really cool because this is a job where I get to put on different hats. Mm-hmm. It's not directing right now, but it's because I wanted to focus more on video editing and production.
It's still in your field, though.
It's still my field, mm-hmm. And the crew there is amazingly cool. Like I said, the guy. There's 4 editors. One of them plays drums. The girl next to me is great and awesome in After Effects, and she's super cool. And the other dude's a skateboarder, and like the production manager, and then the boss of all of us is super cool. Mm-hmm. Everyone's just fucking rad right now. I just hope that doesn't go away. Right. I hope this isn't jinxing it because work's work. You're gonna get stressed out once in a while. The deadlines were crazy this fucking week.
But it's a good environment for you.
Yeah, yeah. It's. But I still do side projects. I mean, me and you actually. This is gonna just not gonna give anything away. But me and you, we're gonna be working on a cool project pretty soon. Side project that fucking just awesome. Every time I think about it, I smile.
I get a little
choked up.
A little tongue up. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be fucking
Yeah,
sick.
a new project gonna be dropping soon. Okay,
We're gonna be dropping your boy him.
What's
Your boy.
Was that
your boy here.
MC Stroke?
Man, probably be jumping from the hood, man. Oh, baby.
You were redlining so bad.
Oh,
when you did.
fuck. Yeah, so it's a very secure job right now, and I have wiggle room to do side project, which is awesome.
That's exactly what you need. Yeah.
I feel like I've done stuff I want to do, and now it's time to think about the future and support everyone in my life, and
Especially the immediate future. I mean, you need to pay the bills. So
I do. It's tough. Brackles has been drawing some fucking crazy cool shit.
Also catching you up, I'll jump in front of you. I went out on 3 dates with a girl. It was interesting. She has diabetes too. As diabetes as well, not diabetes too.
This again.
Who's on first with diabetes?
I am.
And I'm dying. She had diabetes, and like we went on, we bonded on that.
Yeah.
She was a musician. It was really cool. So we bonded on that. Second date, got a kiss. Hey, this is good. This is awesome.
Right on.
Yeah. Third date, we went and saw the Oscar shorts, the animated ones. And then at the end of the third date, I drove her back to her house, and then she just opens the door and closes it. I'm like, okay, I'll see you later. And then I text her that night. I'm like, hey, so when do you want to hang out again? She goes, oh, I think we're good, better as friends. I'm like, okay, friend zoned again.
I thought you were gonna say like we're good.
Yeah.
Like that's her text.
That's kind of what it was. Yeah.
We're good here.
Thanks, but no thanks. Yeah. So I got friend zoned again. And I'm fucking used to it. But this time it's something clicked in me, and I just started drawing super
You're like a hurricane all of a sudden. You're like a tap that's just like it's spilling out love, shit.
I'm getting everybody wet.
You're being productive.
Yeah.
Dropping in number 5, man. Dropping 6 album, baby.
Jesus Christ. Yo, we gonna go hospital. We be right back, yo.
Oh my God. No, but like seriously.
So yeah, it just creativity has just started coming out, and it's weird because normally I would be in bed and just be like, why does nobody love me? I just want to hug.
I feel like your brain would eat itself. Your brain would cave in whenever shit like this happened.
Yeah, it's my MO. Yeah,
it's just fucking everything's flipped, and you're just creating like the. Can you describe what the work you're creating? Like what exactly?
Actually,
the characters
are?
Because they're great.
I created this character called Captain Friendzone. And it was just a giant laugh on me just because I've been friend zoned so many fucking times in my life. So I've just been making this like 1930s like golden era comic book guy who's battling like the Shred of Hope or the Ghost Text Girl.
Wasn't there a Tinder one? There's a Tinder.
It was the recent one was I did a parody of the Batman and Robin Death of Robin cover. It's called Death of Wingman. Death of the Wingman.
It's so good.
I said, poor little bird flew too close to Tinder and got burned. It's total tongue in cheek, but it's cute. It makes me giggle.
But that's the thing. You're taking that negative and you're making a fucking positive.
And something I've never done before because I've never understood how artists like Poe or
take the pain.
Hemingway, they can like take it
Gary
and make it work.
Busey, just how they make it work.
How does he make those teeth work out of that pain?
Pretty easy.
Lots of floss.
You see my son? It's just teeth. No skin, just teeth with feet.
That's how I reproduce. So it's great that it's worked out. So break my heart and help me get a good job in art.
Make money off of it.
Yeah.
You have a small following of just people who have seen your because I show your artwork. Once in a while I'll be like, hey, Brad actually.
Thanks, man.
Brad does some shit, and then they'll be like, oh, it seems like a cool dude. I'm like, he's okay, and it's just like
I tolerate him. This fucking dog though,
but. Yeah, that's super cool. Another thing is, recently we saw Logan.
We did see Logan. We saw a Logan.
We saw Old Man Logan.
The oldest.
Dragon Balls. Yeah. I said it too quickly, so it sounds like Logan Dragon Ball Z or something like that. Like, I was trying to make a joke about Dragon Ball.
That would be the only thing that could kill him. It was fucking Goku.
What are your wishes?
This isn't even my final form. Charles.
Get out of my head, Charles.
Get out of my head, Goku.
Oh, man.
Okay, so opinions, man.
I thought it was good. I think I haven't seen. I think I missed one of the Wolverines movies, not the X-Men, but the Wolverines movies.
That's okay.
Because there was like Wolverine Origins, and then Wolverine
Goes to Japan, I think.
goes to Japan, Tokyo Drift.
Wolverine goes Hawaiian. Yeah. So you didn't see those.
Yeah, but this felt like X-Men, and then they sprinkle a little No Country for Old Men like over it, like a Coen Brothers film, because it's very melancholy.
It's the first rated R one, so they took them off the leash.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. There are definitely, like, the ending could have been a little different. There's parts of it that could have been different, but
I agree.
The sequence of events that happened and the beats, I was okay with. There, like you were going to talk about some moments that like slowed down.
Well, I'll go with you with what I agree with it is that I mean it's definitely like if you have father issues like I do, it's just like it's just I feel the fear, feel the father.
And you know, fuck. I mean, I'll just put spoilers on the title. So spoilers. Let's
go into
more details about this.
This guy has claws. He's white.
He not a Wolverine.
No, God damn it,
not Wolverine.
Yeah.
So Wolverine is now like really old. They didn't really say what his age was.
I think they kept it from the Wolverine Origins, because did you see at least one Wolverine Origin?
Yeah.
Where he was like back in like the 1900s or something, or like the 1800s.
He was like young,
he was super old, and he had bone claws.
That's right, bone claws.
That was the one where it's from like why? Like, guys, take it outside.
So that's also the universe where Sabretooth lives, basically.
Yeah.
Who plays Sabretooth? Who's that guy?
I don't fucking remember. Yeah.
Alda. I'm not going to even say the word. I'm not going to try even.
Alan Alda.
Alan Alda.
Guys, I'm Wolverine here. It's crazy. Hawkeye over there. Come on.
Hawkeye. Why you vanish and you come back?
Hard to do surgery with these fucking claws.
Oh man.
Okay, but yeah, so he's old. He's got some gray.
Yeah, he's gray.
Still ripped.
I love how they did a really cool little detail about when he was trying to get his claws out of his hand. One of them didn't come all the way out.
Yeah,
so it almost kind of fell into the category of like erectile dysfunction in a way for old people. That's what I kind of imagine.
I didn't even get that.
That's a visual metaphor because he can't get it out.
Yeah,
and it's amazing. And the first scene is basically some cholos.
Yeah, just some cholos
trying to jack
like
up his car and steal his wheel, and he's in the car while they're trying to jack.
He's like in the back drinking. Yeah,
right. So he's a drunk too. He's a drunk. He's just like in the worst condition. He's still. I mean,
he gets out and coughs.
He coughs, but the great thing is he still has it. He still has the anger that pushes him because they shot him.
He
got
talks
up
with him a couple times. He's like,
come on,
guys.
And this is also a world where mutants don't really exist anymore.
They're kind of dying out or something.
Yeah,
I don't remember if they said the year. I think it was like 2062 or something.
Yeah, that would make sense.
It's not far off, but far off enough
because they still had like cars with wheels and like they didn't have hover cars.
One lady used a vaporizer and that bugged the hell out of me.
Really?
Remember when she was buying the truck and she like takes a hit of her vape?
Oh yeah, that bugged you?
It bugged me because it's just like you don't need that in that character. You don't need to know that she does a vape. I'm like, do we need to have the vape? But
I think they did that because it shows, no offense, but a little bit of douchiness and trashiness because she was in a fucking
maybe
like what they take parts from cars. What's it called?
No, she was at the car lot.
Oh, there's a car lot. I'm sorry, I'm getting scenes mixed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they get money from the vape people.
I think they just wanted to add a laugh because I heard people giggle a little bit when she, because like, who's this? Who the fuck's this?
All right, back to Wolverine.
Yeah. No, I want to talk about Vape Girl. I want to talk about Vape Girl the whole podcast.
She is the breakout star.
God.
Yeah, it's super good though. Is that rated R, so you can fuck shit up and
Xavier dropped some F-bombs, which was amazing.
I love that. We'll get to him, but I love that the fact that he just like puts a claw through a guy's brain.
That's right.
And you fucking see it.
Yeah.
He jumps on a guy and not only punches him, but like claws him, and you see matter just flying off.
His claw went through a couple melons. Yeah,
a couple melons, right?
Drilled a couple heads, which was something you don't.
Should have seen the citrus bill. Yeah, it was intense. As any comic fan or any fan of Wolverine, you always wanted to see Wolverine just slice a fucker's arm off.
Cut people in half. Yeah. Instead of just robots, or like the camera kind of pulls away so you don't see him cut.
Oh, it was a droid. Like, no, this guy's fucking flesh and bone. He knocked that fucker out. But then immediately after, you find out he's fucking sick, and his healing powers aren't that good anymore.
It takes a while. If it even he has like a couple cuts on his face, it looks like it doesn't really go away. It looks like it's not even fixing sometimes.
Yeah, it's like oozing as well too.
Yeah.
Now Stephen Merchant from Ricky Gervais.
Props to that guy.
He was in this a lot.
He did a really good job. Like I was definitely in my head, I was like, "Don't fuck up, don't fuck it up," because I'm like, I want him to succeed as an actor.
Yeah,
like, please don't.
He played
please
it
don't fuck
very
up.
melancholy, and when he did have a couple lines that were comedic, he dropped them like very kind of. It was very.
It was subtle.
It was subtle, and it didn't take the scene away from the Wolverine character. So it was great.
It wasn't like
and he was under
it wasn't
heavy
like
makeup.
Ricky Gervais was in. And he's like, "Well, you have like shot." What do you mean,
Steven, you're all white.
Wolverine? What do you mean? What do you mean? Like just
You bald-headed cunt.
You bald-headed cunt.
No, he was good in that, and he was under heavy makeup.
The makeup was amazing, and they gave him a really. I just love that one scene with the grenades. That gave me chills.
Oh fucking hell,
because there's a callback because his character is albino.
He can't be in the sun.
He can't be in the sun because he burns, but his power is he can track other mutants.
Yeah,
and they basically the bad guys use him to track Wolverine
and his posse.
But
the best part is that he's down in Mexico.
Yeah.
And so he's on this like old like mining abandoned mining camp.
Very apocalyptic.
And there's a giant like tanker, like just this giant round tanker in the back, and he goes in and there's Professor X just laid out in a motorized wheelchair.
Yeah, he was laid out.
And he's crazy. He's gone full dementia crazy shit, and he's talking to people in his mind.
So I picked this up too in that scene. He's definitely Professor X now has Alzheimer's or dementia or something like that.
Alzheimer's too.
Yeah. Alzheimer's too.
You gave me a look like, shut the fuck up.
Get your dog, get the fuck out of my apartment. No, it's great though, because if you notice when he's driving around in circles, getting away from, he's almost like a childlike thing where he's trying to get away from Wolverine.
Come take your pills, Xavier.
And he did this thing where he's like, shop at something. So he's picking up all these voices. He can't control it anymore, so he's picking up commercials, radio signals. And I thought that was such a cool little twist that he's actually picking up
mattresses are 10% off.
Forgot about that. Yeah.
And in any other dementia patient, you'd be like, "Yeah, this guy's fucking crazy." But like,
this guy actually can't stop the voices.
He can't stop the voices.
The filter's broken. His
but
control.
then like Wolvie just like totally injects him, and he like becomes this like really decrepit old guy.
That made me fucking.
It was hard to see.
Out.
Yeah, Patrick Stewart. Like, so they did such aging on him.
He lost like 30 pounds.
He did. Mm-hmm. Holy shit, that looks.
He was already thin too.
Yeah,
so it's like
that looks dangerous. Yeah,
and they let his hair grow out naturally on the side of his head. I think that was actually his hair, which made me just like, oh, don't die.
Yeah,
make it so.
But this Professor X was my favorite just because he's hilarious. He's so angry at Wolverine, and he's like, "Fuck you, Logan."
He's basically he treats him like someone he treats him like
an angry father.
No, he treats him like an actual Alzheimer's patient.
Yeah,
because they can get very aggressive when they're confused and they're angry at someone. They picture
that was perfect. Yeah, it
was great, and like you said, like a father figure. It was it had very much a father-son dynamic.
Yeah,
because they're a family, and it really I got a little tiny bit choked up because you think back, it's like, wow, there was a lot of movies with these guys. Like you grew up with them like in movie form as well as comics, and you're just like, oh, that's really sad.
This is the end.
There was no happy ending. Everyone's dead. Fuck. Everyone's dead.
Everyone's dead. Yeah.
I mean, and not they
don't allude to it till like very end of the movie.
No. And Brad, you actually gave me the heads up of what happened in the comics, and they stole a little bit of the comics and put it in the movie.
In the Old Man Logan comic, it was Wolverine that got tricked like by a mind controlled like mutant.
Yep.
I think it was like Mysterio from like Spider-Man, but like he tricked him into thinking that the mansion was getting taken over by like the government. So he just goes around killing things.
All the mutants in the
gutted
mansion.
Everybody. Yeah. And in the comic, but this one it was
like one of the lines.
Spoiler,
like one of the lines in the movies. One of the villains want to track down Xavier and Wolverine, and the girl. We'll get to the girl in a second.
We always do.
He basically, I'm leaving it in there. Cops can hear him right now. Cops.
I'm on a list. I already know. Yeah.
He said that line where it's like the most powerful brain inside. Someone
with dementia,
with the worst dementia.
Yeah, that's got to be the world's like the biggest ticking bomb.
And so basically, they show that he's the one that killed all the mutants.
Because when he like has these seizures or something, and it freezes everything,
everyone.
and it like it's just like almost like does like a kind of a what was that thing?
Everyone has like a seizure.
Everyone almost has a seizure, and like pressure builds up in everybody, and people are like passing out.
They're bleeding and
bleeding
like,
out. Yeah.
So, yeah, they basically give the clue that he says, like in the movie, says, "I remember what I did.
I remember what I did, Logan." Yes.
Yeah,
and it's just like, oh, we don't, no more explanation. You fucked them
up.
You
fucking killed. That's why it's only you guys are left.
Yeah. And like such a drop for that character to be like, because he was such a father figure, and he's the one that fucking
he's the one that made sure the mutants were safe. He was trying to save the mutants.
Yeah, can you imagine? That's so it relates to
that
him being broken.
That I just realized that means I'm trying to go back here. So I guess we're still in the Wolverine universe, but like the X-Men universe, not Days of Future Past, the young ones, but like it seems that maybe he even killed like Eric Magneto. He killed his best friend as well. Mm-hmm. He killed everybody.
Yeah.
It's insane to think about when you think about it. There's so many goddamn mutants.
You know, it's weird because like I don't know if he did or if Magneto died somewhere else, because like Magneto wouldn't have been near.
He had the helmet on too, right?
Yeah, he had the helmet on. I don't know if it would affect it.
Maybe just died of old age.
Yeah, right. You know, really.
Just wow.
Get out of that grave, Charles.
I need to feed my cats. Come. Can't do anything. Like puts like pieces of metal around their neck.
Yeah, just to make sure. Yeah. But yeah, so like they finally found like this like little this Spanish nurse finds him. He's like, "Oh, you got to save me and my child. You got to get us up to like Colorado or some shit."
And he says, "I vote for Trump," and then it's all over.
Fin credits, and then she gets the nurse gets murdered, and then he's stuck with this little girl. Now, here is where a lot of movies would start to suck, because now you take this powerful character and you shoehorn a little like kid in there, and the little kid would be trying to be cutesy or you would think they would try and like build a bond between the two. And I think the movie, the director definitely did a good job in keeping Logan and the girl not wanting each other, and they fucking
also
hate
on
each
the
other.
same level too.
Yeah, but on the same level,
powers
because spoilers again, she's a mutant and she has claws, and she fucking wrecks shop when the bad guys come. She just as bad as Wolverine. She just unhinges them and just animal like, and she just like.
And she also doesn't trust human. She doesn't trust other people as well as Wolverine did in the beginning. Because like there's a great scene where they explain that she hasn't had much contact with humans because they were. We'll get more of this, but she's a clone. She grew up in a like some kind of top secret
facility,
room, and they go to like a diner or like a gas station.
Gas station,
yeah. And she goes in there and she just starts picking stuff up and eating it like she's eating like an animal. Like she doesn't know how things work. And she finds glasses. She puts the glasses on. She tries to walk out, and then the guy's like,
this attendant,
like, all right, give it. Like he's just like another kid's trying to steal stuff, and like give it over here. And then she flips him over and like about to like stab him in the face with her claws. And the Wolverine, like a father, comes in and goes, "No," and like grabs her hand.
Yeah, I almost thought it was like a puppy. Like, no.
Yeah. Like no, like a wild beast.
He pays for
and
the
then
glasses.
He actually grabs the. He doesn't even pay for it.
Oh
like,
yeah, he just grabs the cigars.
Steals it too because he's. She is from she's his DNA. She's a clone of Wolverine.
Yeah, so I love how she was raised with a bunch of other clones of other mutants. Yeah,
but I love how they're connected because the situation is she was trying to steal stuff, and they said no, and then he steals stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's like it's the same person. It's the same person. Great. Oh man, and then I really like the villain too. I don't
Mr.
remember.
Hand?
I don't remember. I enjoyed him because I like how for some reason. I don't know why it worked so well, but like you have that kind of desert-like area, and then you have like a South-talking dude, or some guy who looks like he's a bounty hunter. He's been around. He's got the golden tooth.
Dog the bounty hunter's kid. Yeah.
The bounty hunter. N-word.
Oh,
dog.
TLC, we're done. Yeah. No, I didn't. I thought he was just very
you didn't like
one-dimensional.
Yeah.
But then again, it's kind of what they needed for that character. So all right.
Yeah, I'm not saying he was. I'm not saying he was the one that like ran the show. He's definitely a character. I don't remember his name, so he wasn't that much of an impact. But I feel like
Jared. I don't know.
I feel like since it was so like centered around Wolverine, it's like I focused more on the family that was happening. Like because you have Professor X who played the father, Wolverine, grandfather, and then you have Wolverine was the father.
Wolverine's the father. Now he's got a child, and oh boy,
things get turned upside down.
Oh boy,
Weekdays on TBS.
Wolverine, very funny. Yeah, so it becomes a road movie because they're trying to get her to Canada.
Yeah, that's another weird thing. Like if I remember the part where the nurse has a destination written down and wants to give Wolverine money to get the little girl to this area that's near Canada. I guess it's like
it's like on the border.
It's the border. And then you find out later that the destination was from an X-Men comic.
Yeah, that was the cool thing.
Smart.
I thought is that they intertwined all the comic books into the universe in saying that like they were glorified stories of what really happened. So like at the Statue of Liberty in the first movie, they made a comic book, an X-Men comic book of that, and they're just like, it kind of happened, but it was all glorified bullshit.
She believes this and like threw the comics in front of her and stuff
because the destination is written in one of the comic books.
Yeah.
And he's like, this kid's lying to me. Well, fuck her.
And
Logan, calm down.
Logan, but and the great dialogue between Professor X and Logan, just like I love how there's one part where they get done with the chase. They're chasing them. They're trying to get away from the bad guys, and you just hear like Professor X go like, Logan, and he's like, what? I have to pee, and like they do a hard cut to like a stall.
To him dragging him into
like
the stall.
You see his little limpy legs putting under the stall, and you see him just like you only see like it's like the torso down.
Yeah.
But the feet are actors as well because you just see like him
You
go.
hear the
I can't
anger
go
between
if you like. He said something like I can't go when you're in front of me.
take it out for you. I know how to pee.
I know how to pee. Yeah. That was great. That was so
the animosity between them and the love there is just like it's so well balanced
because they've been through a lot of shit. And Wolverine doesn't have many people left in this world except they were originally trying to get on a boat. Remember, he's trying to save up the money to go on a boat to get him off the coast and
go meet up with the Lonely Island Goays.
Who the fuck knows what they're gonna do out there? Maybe Wolverine's gonna like kill him in the water or something, or just like drift him
I got
off,
the
like,
boat. I don't need you, old man.
like the Eskimos do it this way.
Social security money means nothing on the high seas.
But it was
it's gonna be Captain Ron Logan. Oh man, but so they get to the part and like they get to the end and before that they stop at a house and like they meet a regular family.
Yeah.
And then like the bad guys come and they unleash a Wolverine clone on Wolverine, but not before that clone goes upstairs and just
fucking
stabs Professor X
in the heart. Yeah. Literally in the heart.
Yeah, just as like Professor X gives this like really heartfelt speech to
talking
Logan,
about
like,
how it's his fault and
and this is the best night I've had in a while. And the guy just goes, "Fuck!"
Just like it's like a slow stab.
Slow stab.
And the sad thing is like X thinks it's Wolverine.
Yeah,
and then Logan finds him and says, "It wasn't me. It wasn't me." Like he's trying to explain, like I don't know how you explain to a dying man.
I'm sorry. No, guys.
Man, but
tell me what to stab. Yeah, so that was cool, and then he fights Shadow Wolverine. He fights Shadow Wolverine.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
they did a good job. Technology's getting way better. Where you can see like they do a good job with the editing, the visuals to make sure he doesn't look old.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, tell you the truth, fucking Hugh Jackman does not. He's aging fine.
Oh yeah,
he's aging fine.
Lucky bastard.
Yeah, he's like in super good shape.
Yeah, I look like I'm 40, and this guy is like legitimately.
I look like an old Bilbo Baggins, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I just want to see the elves one more time, Jim. Jim, take this ring, Jim.
Get away from me! Stop touching. The help is stealing things. The help is stealing things. Yeah, no, so I would have to say out of all the X-Men movies, not comic book movies, because I can think of a couple more, comic book movies that are amazing, like Dark Knight, thank you. Hands down. But for an X-Men movie, I'd say this is like maybe my favorite X-Men movie.
Definitely.
Yeah. It was just like...
I hope it does well because it would lend credence to
It would
Deadpool.
open the door.
Because Deadpool's
going to do
but it was
fine.
an anomaly. It was they all think it was an anomaly. It was a comedy movie. They're all like, "Oh, okay," but this is a legitimate movie that this like has a serious tone.
Yeah.
And if this one does well, it will lead the way for like an R-rated Batman, an R-rated like maybe even a good Superman movie. Holy fuck! Can you imagine that?
A good Superman movie?
I know, like after the Donner universe. So Superman.
Jesus.
After Superman 1 and 2, everything else sucked ass.
Fuck that. They should make a Bizarro movie. They should make Superman Bizarro.
Oh God, yeah, just like oh God, who would they cast? Like John C. Reilly or something? Hey guys, it was Superman.
Man in cape.
No, fucking what's his name? The guy who played like Hodor. It's like Bizarro. Would that work? Yeah.
It could work.
It could work.
God.
Yeah. Or like have him be Solomon Grundy or something.
If anyone's out there from studio, please make the Bizarro Superman version.
And give us money for the idea.
Yeah, oh yeah, that'd be nice.
That'd be good, actually. I mean, because that would be funny.
It's something. It would be funny, but I remember. Hate to jump around so much, but like I remember when I used to love. I used to watch two things. I used to watch Batman the Animated Series
And Kids Undress.
What was that?
Huh? No, what'd you watch?
You know me so well. That, but also Superman the Animated Series.
Yeah, same. Bruce Timm.
He produced both. Yeah, he created both.
Superman was okay. I didn't really get into it, but
they had villains and side characters.
The crossovers too.
Yeah, they were great. Yeah, that was a good crossover. Remember that one?
I don't remember the song, the Bizarro Superman.
It was touching and sad.
Really?
He would always pop up. Superman always tried to take care of him.
He was the bummer.
He was the bummer because there'd be moments where he was confused and he didn't understand what things were, and like people would, like he'd save someone, then he'd break someone. And
what is Bizarro Superman? I don't know that.
It's basically the character is like, I'm probably even saying that. I hope I'm saying the character right, but like it's a Bizarro version of Superman. It's a pale looking character.
I know what he looked. Yeah, he's super
kind of
pale
like
and
he's hunched over, has a little bit of scoliosis. It looks like.
He kind of speak. Doesn't he speak like a zombie or something?
Yeah, I mean, he speaks to someone who has how do I say this in PC terms?
Mental challenge.
Yes, mentally challenged. He basically has the intelligence of like a 5-year-old, but he's as powerful as Superman. I think if I remember, Lex cloned him, and the clone went terribly wrong, or maybe Brainiac tried to clone him or something. But it turned out terrible, and
kidding.
He was like Superman had to babysit him a
Didn't
while.
they watch Multiplicity?
What was it?
After the 4th or 5th Michael
like
Keaton.
Later he becomes Beetlejuice, and they're trying to explain to like
this will work out in the end.
But it was just there'd be episodes I remember being really depressed because he wouldn't understand why people didn't want to be saved by him, and Superman had to fly in and be like, listen, because he
had to give him the talk.
He basically tricked him into thinking there was another. He gave him a planet basically to protect these animals. These animals that were like vicious. I remember.
Here's a planet. That's how much you bug me.
Because he was so powerful and like not he didn't know
he's
how.
Lenny from Mice and Men.
Yes, yes. He didn't know. He didn't have. He was super autistic and like he as powerful as Superman, and people are gonna die.
Yeah.
So he shipped him to a planet. He gave him a planet. He dropped him off, and Superman in the animated series, he had a sanctuary in his
Fortress
of Solitude of all these creatures from different planets around space. He would collect them because there's an episode.
He's a dick.
Where the collector would the all powerful collector would be collecting these animals and keeping them on a ship, and then I guess in a way Superman just took the animals and put them in another cage.
He's just as bad.
So he's just as bad now that I think about it. Holy fuck! And
so he took those and put them on the planet.
But there were some animals that were so vicious and they tried to bite Superman all the time that he gave those creepy creatures to Bizarro to babysit and take care of.
Kill them.
Yeah, he basically gave the ones that couldn't be taken care of.
Wait, so, he gave them all the dangerous ones?
He gave them a reason to live, basically.
But Bizarro is like 5 years old. He'll fucking crack their necks.
Not if they're really hard to kill, which they were.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he gave them basically.
He gave them my dachshund.
Yeah. Yes, pets that can't die. That's exactly it.
Dovetail the stories.
But I felt, good job. Full circle, man, full circle. But like, yeah, I just remember episodes, and there's an episode where this dimensional guy with a little tiny hat.
Mr. Mixelplick?
Yes, that's the one. Oh my god.
Wasn't he like Gilbert Godfrey?
It was Gilbert Godfrey.
Hey, Superman.
I said something about the Japanese. I lost the commercial part with the duck.
Now I'm a tiny little nymph that fucks around with Superman. Isn't that crazy? Remember my problem child 2? That was a good one.
But it was great because there's an episode where he tried to trick Bizarro and say like Superman's trying to push you around. So he used him for a while. And then Superman had to kind of keep telling like Bizarro like, no, it's this guy. And then the other guy kind of turned on
Mr. Mixelplick.
That's so funny, you know that.
And it's also spelled really fucked up too.
Yeah. But
I don't know why I know that.
I don't know why you know either.
I don't know math. I don't know much about geography, but god damn it, do I remember some side characters played by Gilbert Godfrey.
That's fantastic. But yeah, what am I trying to say? I'm just saying like man, why are we on this tangent? What happened?
Dude, it's been so long. We just got to let the mind flow.
Yeah, it's flowing.
I love the episode where Batman was sick or something, or he went on vacation, and Superman had to be Batman, and he had to pull back his powers.
And the goons punched him, and he had to pretend
and he took a second, and oh yeah, and he throws himself backwards.
That was great because he challenged the Croc, the Riddler, The Penguin was there.
Yeah, like he challenged all of them at once,
and like they beat the shit out of everybody. I forgot about the crossover.
Oh
That's
god,
amazing.
that was one of the funniest ones. Yeah,
that was great.
I think Robin knew it or didn't know it. I think Robin did know it, and he's like, "Calm down, fucker."
Yeah. He realized it was. That's so cool.
Shit, that's
gotta rewatch some of those episodes. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Those are classics.
Definitely Batman.
Yeah,
but
fuck your Justice League people. I mean, Batman animated series, Superman the animated series. Fucking look those up, okay? Don't Justice League. No, thank you.
Some of the best Catwoman episodes.
That's right.
I think were ever written. Like you can't write those Catwoman.
What were your favorite like episodes? Mine was Clayface.
Clayface
it was
a
so
good one.
fucking
But
sad.
I mean, the one that got me was the Mr. Freeze episode.
Oh, he's in
that
the
one
one we talked about where he's in the back of the
exactly
the snowflake.
And where he's just like, "You've got me, detective." No, that was Ra's al Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul.
But yeah, Ra's al Ghul was pretty good too.
They were cool villains.
They were
really cool.
damn
villains.
cool villains. Yeah, but just the Mr. Freeze episode will always be the top tier because that was so well done.
So good.
It made me fucking choke up a little bit. He just wanted his fucking girl, man.
Well, his girl.
He just wanted his girl.
He just wanted his girl, just like in Problem Child 1. Now on DVD.
So the Japanese.
Wait. Oh god.
Yeah, memories.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm trying. They just announced that John Kay of Ren and Stimpy fame is opening up a studio in Miami, Florida. Ugh. But I mean, he's calling for like artists to like submit their stuff, and I'm trying it as all hell to like get my stuff ready and like to trying to like do an actual pitch because I'd love to work for John Kay on a new like
Which is great. If you're a guy, you're good. If you're a girl, you're gonna be diddled. But hey, listen, if you're a guy, you're gonna really enjoy.
Hey. Look, on the off chance that he would actually find this, I don't agree with that, and that's totally Jim's opinion.
Yeah, you're a perv. You're a fucking perv.
But he's good at what he does.
He's great. I love his work, but he is a fucking creep.
I do not agree. I think he's a
fucking.
He's a well. I think shut
creep.
the fuck up.
Just ruining for taking this whole ship down. So listen, we'll get back to you. We're gonna do another episode soon.
Yeah. If not, we might do a double decker tonight. But,
yeah.
I mean, that felt good to get it out. Yeah, like after a long trip and you got to pee and you finally get it all done.
You eat enough.
We're in the pee shakes right now.
You eat enough Taco Bell, you got to clear your system.
Do you know what pee shakes are?
Yeah.
I mean,
for
any women out there,
women get them too.
I don't. Do they?
Yeah.
I thought they only the guys do because it was like a neural like transmitter thing.
I talked to some girls actually because I was very curious about this, and they say they've shaken when they pee.
Hot. No, yeah. What is it? But what is the pee shakes? What are they?
I think, to tell you the truth, I really just think it's the sensation of like pretend. Well, think about it. It's. I love how we jumped around from Logan, and then we got really
to
into Batman, then
to
like
pee
shakes.
All right, but you know what? It's
your dog first.
Oh, I can make the connection. So,
like, basically, I think my opinion is, I think all that fluid leaving a hole that's not been, there's no liquid near the hole yet, and then it goes in the hole, and then that sensation of fluid touching that skin or that I guess that meat inside your hole. Wow, this sounds fucking dirty.
I'd want you to keep going.
Yeah, you're getting
because
hard.
I'm getting all bothered now.
But I think it's a sensation of liquid leaving your body.
I want to say I read something a long time ago that
what
said.
Did you read? I'm curious about this.
I read a lot of porn scripts. No, I read a long time ago. I want to say like on Reddit or something that they thought that it was had to do with the it has to do with like almost like an orgasm thing. It's like almost the same like neural pathway as an orgasm. And
so let me get it straight. Peeing.
No, I know.
Orgasm and sneezing is all the same categories.
Look, we're fucked up monkeys, Jim. I can't really tell you more. But I think I remember reading something like that. It's on the same like kind of pathway through your body, and it happens as like some kind of reaction or something. I don't know.
Weird.
I don't really know.
Weird.
But it's one of those things that you live with, and you're just like, what the fuck was that? And then it goes right out the back of your head because you got more important shit to do.
Right.
But it's just like, what? I mean, it's such.
I'm pretty sure I did like 5
I hate
pee shakes today.
I hate pee shakes.
I love it.
Oh, you do?
I
hate that sensation.
I love it.
I know it's coming, and I'm just like, sometimes it's like a delayed thing. And it's like I'm almost washing my hands, like, maybe I'm broken.
But you're also the guy who's never had a Charlie horse or a cramp.
Oh, I've had them.
You have? Because I remember you said, "You ever get a Charlie horse?" I get a Charlie horse in my leg. You're like, I never got one on my leg.
Not in my leg, no, but like
weird.
My dick.
Better.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
better.
Maybe that's
so. Basically, guys, this is a podcast where no one's gonna ever hire us. I'm probably gonna get fired from my job.
Yeah, you're just that cushy skincare job goodbye.
Fuck me, right? Fuck me.
Well, I mean, if this does implicate us on a lot of things. I'm definitely on a couple watch lists and blacklisted from a couple studios now too. So, but you know what? It felt good to get it out. It needed to be said.
Get out of my head, Charles! Get out of my head!
Ciao.